that, I would like to discuss a bit of the data types also, that what are the different data types here. So if I talk about the data types, so there are 8 in number. First is string, then we are having number, then we are having big int, then we are having boolean, then we are having undefined, then we are having null, symbol, and object. So these are the different data types which are present here, and whenever you are working with any in any of our programs, so these are the different data types which we will be actually using anyhow. Now, with this, I would like to start the practical implementations also. So, to explain the things in a better way, I'm just going to start with a very very basic program of JavaScript, and there I'm just going to take input. Sorry, we are just going to take addition code. So let's do it. Creating here a file inside this. You can see I'm taking here, let's say, file1.js. So .js I have written, so it is simply here with the JavaScript notation. And now you have to take var. Like var is used when you want to declare a variable. Okay, there are three different ways to declare the variable. I am telling that also. That is var, let, and const. So let is when you want to let a variable, let a value. Var is usually like they are name literal implementations, and const it's simply constant. Anyways, I am taking var a equals to 10 and var b equals to, let's say, 20. Simple. And then I'm taking where c equals to a plus b simply. Now to print anything on the screen, we have to take log. Okay, here we take log. Simply we take console log. So it is known as logging the values or to display it. So suppose I'm writing here a message addition and I'm taking here a comma with c. So see, one more thing, that semicolons are actually optional. Semicolon is optional in the case of JavaScript, but still you can, like, you should use it for a better learning, because there are many places in JavaScript also where it is needed. So at that place you won't be facing any problem. So that's why I'm just telling this from the initial phase, that you should use actually these semicolons. Okay, so here console.log, and I have taken comma here. So this addition is the string, that is the message, then comma is simply concatenating this and this. So you can see this C I have not written in double quotation mark, because it is having a value. So I'm taking this terminal here with the help of control tilde symbol, and then, okay, so you have to run this file. So to run it, you have to write node space file1. Here you can see we are simply getting the addition 30, and that is absolutely the correct output which should be printed. Now there are multiple ways to print the values on the console, like when you are using console. So there are multiple ways to print the values. I'm just creating a new file first of all with the name file2.js, and let's take a sign up form. I'm not going to have some more functionalities into it, but yes, a kind of sign up form I'm taking. Suppose constant user ID ABC123, suppose I have taken. Then where, like, this is just uh, a simple sign up form which is having the values like sign up form. Okay, it's not having any functionality right now, but yes, I want to tell anything else with the help of it. So here we are taking full name, then suppose email. Like these are the fields which usually you have. Aman.123 at the rate, let's say, gmail.com, which you have in the sign up form usually. Then the password also, suppose I want to take pass WD, I have taken, although we don't show the passwords, but then also I'm just taking it right now. Then simply I'm taking, let's say, where course count. Suppose a person is enrolled into particular course, and suppose I'm taking here course count, let's say 0, the initial value. Okay, simply these things we have taken, and yes, one more data type, that is boolean. So that also I will cover here. Suppose you are taking is logged in from Gmail, suppose. Always take the longer variable names. That is a good practice. Whatever you are doing, if you are taking the variable names exactly like that, so it will be more readable and understandable for anyone else. Okay, anyone else, and you also, like after a long time when you will be reading your code, you won't be facing any problem. Now the first method to print them all, there are three methods. Like first method is simply the console.log. You can directly print them. Like username, okay, full name, this way, suppose this way, file 2. So here these values are getting printed. That is simple thing. That is nothing much into it if it is printing. But still, the second way I'm going to tell, that is really interesting. First thing is that you can directly give it. As I said, that you can give the like name also. Suppose you want to give user ID as a variable, like you can say message. So this comma can be used. Another thing you can use here, simply the plus symbol also. The plus symbol is also used to concatenate two strings. Okay, comma and plus both are accepted. So now if I run this, so you can see this way it is coming. User ID, full name, both are giving us the same output. There is no issue if you are using plus symbol or you are using the comma here. Both are accepted. Okay, these are two different ways. Then the second method which I was talking about, the second method is simply, I'm just taking here console dot log. Then I'm using backticks. Backtick is present below the tilde symbol. That is simply below the escape key. And here I'm taking UID, suppose, as a message. Then I'm taking this dollar symbol and using the braces to get the UID variable value. And you can give it as you want, like either on the same line or the next line, that will be coming as it is. Suppose username, dollar, and the value, that is full name in our case. Acha, it is in small only. Then suppose email ID, then suppose okay, course count. This is just like message which I am taking. And then to get the value, we are using this dollar. And I am taking here course count. Okay. So this way you can write. This is like you can say another way to print it. And if I run this, so you will be getting exactly the same as we have taken it as like here. You can see. So it's really simple to use this method also. You just have to use the backticks, and with the help of that, you will be able to bring the values here. You don't have to use any comma, you don't have to use any plus symbol, and still you will be able to print the values which you are actually willing to print with the message. Now let's discuss some more data types things. So I'm just taking here file3.js, and here I'm taking simple interest, suppose. So this is going to be a float data type, kind of like you can say decimal numbers. So I'm just taking here the values directly right now. Suppose I'm taking some decimal values, and then I'm taking t equals to some months, let's say 12 months. And where SI, that is the SI means simple interest, I'm taking here. And don't forget the BOD mass. So you have to simply consider the brackets also. That is the best practice to get the like correct outputs. And SI this way. And here we go. This is file 3. And simply the simple interest rate getting calculated. That is not a big problem to get it calculated. Okay, as simply this was about the basic programs. Now the next thing which I would like to discuss with you, that is simply the concept of control statements, which